Olá, hello, welcome to one more video of Mia's Mari's Academy. Today I'm gonna be speaking to you about the definite and the indefinite articles in Portuguese. If your language doesn't have articles, it might be a little bit tricky for you to understand how these work, but don't worry, I'm here to make your life easier, so I hope. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mia and I'm a qualified Portuguese teacher with more than 10 years of experience, and I post weekly in this channel and also on my Instagram and on my website about Portuguese and Portugal so that you can learn in a fun way. I hope you do. So if you want to receive more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell and give me a like so I know you are enjoying this kind of content. Okay, so let's dive into the indefinite and definite articles. So like in English, in Portuguese we do have indefinite articles and definite articles. The indefinite articles are used to introduce a new concept, can be a new person, a new thing in a conversation for the first time, so you haven't heard about it and I am saying it for the first time. If you don't get it, don't worry, you'll get it a bit ahead, so don't panic. On the other hand, definite articles are used to speak about things that we already introduced in the conversation or that are obvious and that the other person understands who or what we are talking about. And they, of course, introduce something more specific. So imagine this example. Tenho livro bonito. Okay? Tenho livro bonito. That means I have a pretty book, beautiful book. And then I would continue speaking and I would say o livro é preto. The book is black. So in the first part of the sentence I use the indefinite article tenho livro bonito, indefinite article, masculine and singular, because it is the first time that I'm introducing the book into this sentence, so you didn't know what I was talking about before. But since I already mentioned it in the first sentence, in the second sentence I am still speaking about the same book, and from context you will understand that. So I don't need to use the indefinite article again, but instead I'm gonna use the definite article. So I'm gonna say o livro é preto. The book is black. So this works exactly how it works in English, right? In this case. So in English you would say I have a pretty book, a beautiful book. The book is black. Okay, so in the first sentence we use the indefinite article because we're introducing this new noun, this new thing, and then in the second part we're gonna use the definite article because you already know which book I'm talking about, so it's this definite book. Okay, so that's how we normally use the indefinite and definite articles. So until here everything's fine, right? So let's continue. So let's start actually with the Portuguese definite articles. In English you only have one, which is the. Okay, so you use it independently of the noun that comes after, but in Portuguese that is not like that because we have four forms of the definite articles. We have a, we have o, we have as, and we have os. So maybe you already guessed it, but a is gonna be the singular feminine form, which means that we're gonna use it when we have a feminine and singular noun. So if the noun is menina, menina is feminine, menina means girl, and it's feminine, and it's also singular because it's only one. So we say a menina, okay? And if you use o, actually it's an o, but we read it as o, and this o is a masculine and singular article, so we're gonna use it with masculine and singular nouns. For example, carro, that's car, o carro, okay? And then if you have plural, imagine you have more than one girl, you have meninas. It's still feminine, meninas, girls, but now we have two or more, so it's plural. So we're gonna have as. And also finally, if you have more than one car, you have carros, it's still masculine, but you're gonna have more, so you have the plural. So we're gonna say os carros. Do you see how the pronunciation changes? We have U instead of O, right? If you want to know more about pronunciation, don't forget to check this video here about my speech course, where I tell you all about the elemental sounds of Portuguese and the pronunciation of Portuguese, which really I advise you to know from the beginning, because it's gonna help you so much with the language further ahead, okay? And also from the beginning, okay? So make sure to check it out. And let's continue with the articles. So to sum up the definite articles, we have U, which is masculine singular, which is feminine singular, os, which is masculine plural, and as, which is feminine plural, okay? And you will have to know if a word is masculine or feminine, or singular or plural, and there are some rules for this, and stay with me till the end, because I'm gonna help you out with that and give you some rules that you can use to check out if a word is masculine or feminine. Although they never work 100% all the time, but they will help you, so stay with me, okay? So now on to the Portuguese indefinite articles. So the indefinite articles, don't forget, they don't define something so much, they are just introducing a new noun to the sentence, okay? So in English you have a and an, right? For example, I have a book, or I have an exam, okay? Or I have an exam. In Portuguese we also have 4 forms, and we have the feminine singular form. So let's pick again the same words as before. Menina, girl. You're gonna say uma menina. If it's carro, car, we know it's masculine singular. We're gonna say carro. This is also a tricky sound. Okay, we're not saying and we're not saying un. We're saying Okay, again, check the speech course if you're interested in these kind of sounds as well. So carro, that's a car. And then if we put them in the plural, we have umas meninas, some girls, and uns carros, which is some cars. Okay, so again, we use this when we introduce a new concept, a new thing to the sentence. Okay, and yeah, we have these 4 forms. So to sum up, we have masculine singular, feminine singular, uns masculine plural, and umas feminine plural. All right? Yeah, so now I told you that I'm gonna tell you some rules to know if a word is either masculine or feminine, and bear in mind that if a word is masculine, it will always be masculine, and if it's feminine, it will always be feminine, and this won't change. So the first rule is that words that end in O, they are gonna be generally masculine, and words that end in a, so in an A, are gonna be generally feminine. That's the first rule. Another thing is like words that end in ema, for example, cinema, so in EMA, words that end in ema or in ama, like pijama, they are generally masculine. So o pijama, o cinema, okay? For feminine words, we have then the ones that end in A, as I already said, and also, for example, the ones that end in são, C-A-O, with a tilde, that are translated in English as chão. So, for example, ambição in Portuguese is ambition in English, and this word in Portuguese is going to be feminine, ambição. So words ending in são in Portuguese that end in ion, I-O-N in English, they are going to generally be feminine in Portuguese. Another rule is words that end in gem or ave, they are going to be feminine in Portuguese as well. So a garagem, for example, or a cidade, or a oportunidade. Okay, so these are going to be feminine words. So these are some rules for you to retain in your memory. If you do, this is gonna make your life easier and to know if a word is masculine or feminine in Portuguese. So really bear this in mind. And yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I will leave a link below to an article that I also wrote about this same topic. It has some more details and some exercises you can try and do. And again, don't forget to subscribe and leave me a thumbs up. That really lets me know that you like what I do and it makes me feel loved and motivated. So go ahead and leave me a like and subscribe because I would like to have you here with me in my team watching my videos. I'll see you in the next video and I send you now a beijinho!